G'day Carbonites, welcome back to Space Engineers Survival Maybe. So I've done a little bit of work in between episodes on the elevator, just tidying up a few things. What we're going to do today is actually set it up so it functions as an elevator. So first thing we need to do is put down a programmable block, which we're going to call air hangar elevator, I guess. All right, edit, browse scripts. So the script we're going to use is another one by Infal. Here it is, piston control. What it allows you to do is change the maximum distance that a group of pistons can travel at one time. So the way you do it is you run the script with an argument. So the first one is the group of pistons, and then the next one is going to be the speed that they travel at, and then the next one is the actual the length of it, the distance that it travels. So you can set different levels for the pistons, which is really good. So I don't think we need to change anything in here. It's all done with run commands. So we're just gonna compile and click OK. And what I might actually do is just save his example. So copy that. And then we will head back upstairs. Actually, I will put the little text display on there, otherwise I'll never do it, so may as well get that done now. Beautiful. All right, so that's ready to go. Let's head on upstairs. Oh, actually, before we go up there, I changed the batteries around. I added 3 more batteries to the top of each bank because I was sick of running out of power whenever I take the miner out and do a big mining run, like probably about 4 or 5 trips. It just absolutely drains all the power in the batteries, and it takes a few days for the solar tower to catch up again. So having a bit more charge in there, I think, is going to help us out. I did get some more iron. So actually, we don't have any more ore left. Oh, okay. There's still 300,000 in the refineries. But we've got a heap of smelted iron now, 136,000. And our steel plates are looking a lot better now, 31,000. So we're back on track. But yeah, we are going to run out of iron in that mine very soon. All right, so I'll show you what I did. Besides welding up that wall. I changed the design a little bit. So it's a little bit narrower. We've only got the little 2x1x1 tips. Just as a little ledge. It's not really needed. I'll turn my lights on so you can see a bit better. And I put these big windows on the sides rather than on the back here, because on the back it's going to be a lot harder to make this look pretty, because this is where the all the pistons run up and down. Whereas on this side here, I'm pretty sure I can just run a wall straight up here, which will block the view of those pistons. So we should be able to make this space look a little bit prettier. All right, let's get in here. May as well start down the bottom after I get the little frame hitch. So we want a button panel in here. which I'm probably going to do in white. This is going to control the different floors. So this one here will be ground floor because our pistons can't take the elevator down any lower than this. So all we need to do is find that find that programmable block. That's it there. And we want to run it with a command. This is where our thing's going to come in. Damn, I don't remember the group. But we're going to change the speed. I don't want it to run that quick. We'll try 0.1 and we'll see what that's like. And position. I think it's 1.2. That's this floor here. We'll confirm that, and then I'll check the group of those pistons. What did I call it? Pistons AH elevator. Okay. 0.1 and 1.2. Let's copy that. Confirm. Okay, and let's do it again for the next floor. Which we can calculate that by how many blocks it is, and then adding on the default our minimum distance. So all right, we're gonna count out how many blocks this is. Okay, I think it's 11 blocks. So each block is 2.5 meters. So if we do 11 times 2.5, we get 27.5. But we got to add on that minimum distance as well, which is 1.2. So we get 28.7. That should bring us up to floor 2, and we can test that right now. Okay, 0.1 is very, very slow. All right, let's go back down to the ground. Okay, let's remove this one. I want to change the speed of that one as well. So run. I'm just going to go 1. Let's see what that's like. Because if the elevator takes too long, why is this still going down? Yeah, if the elevator takes too long, then I won't use it. I'll end up just flying everywhere. But at the same point in time, the faster I make this go, the more unstable it's going to be, and more likely it's going to blow up in my face. So I'll try and find a good balance. All right, we're half a block too short, which is weird. Maybe I shouldn't be adding the 1.2. Maybe it automatically calculates that. So let's make this go a little bit quicker, maybe 1.5. And let's change this to... No, 1.2 should be right. Okay, and then the next one is going to be 1.5 and 30. So 30 is 12 blocks. So I'm going to I'm gonna ignore the 1.2 for now. We'll see how that goes. All right, let's go down. It's weird. Let's try the next one. It's close. Yep, so I'm going to fiddle around with the distances that I need to get the floors all lined up. And then once it's done, then, you know, we don't need to screw around with it anymore. But I will bring you guys back when I've got this all lined up. All right, we're doing the last one now. And it looks like just adding 0.1 to it seems to be making it pretty accurate for my situation anyway. I'm not sure if it'd be different for you. I'm not 100% sure why it's working differently. Maybe it automatically calculates for the rise in all the pistons when you daisy chain them together. But it's not a major issue. Just takes a little bit of trial and error. Look at that, perfect. Okay, so we also need some call buttons at each floor so we can call the elevator. Or we could do it with a sensor. So say we have a sensor that just picks up this area here, and when I step into it, the elevator automatically gets called to this level. I think that'd be pretty fun. Yeah, let's get underneath here. What do we need? Detector components, 6, and 4 radio communication components. We can do that from right here. 6 of these bad boys, and 4 radio components. What's this, third floor? All right, so that's the area. All right, let's turn that off. Set up actions. Okay, so this is what we want to do. We want to get the programmable block, and we are going to run, this is the top floor. So this is 48.7, I believe. No, 48.6. God damn it. It was 19 blocks. 19 times 2.5 is 47.5. So it's 47.6. Beautiful. So that's when we enter. Yeah, and we don't want to do anything if we leave the the volume. All right, cool. Let's do a test. Let's drop it down to the other level. So let's run it with, yeah, run it with that argument. So that'll send the elevator down. Okay, and then we step into the volume. It brings it up to our level. And doesn't matter if we leave the volume, it doesn't go anywhere. Very cool. So there's actually no point in having that or the timer block here. Although I do like the way the timer block looks. It sort of just, it adds a little bit more color. Flashy lights and, you know, a little bit more detail. But yeah, there's absolutely no need to have this here because we're going to do sensors for everything. So let's get in here. So for those wondering, the ground floor, I actually had to set it to 2.6. So that's one block and the additional 0.1 that I had to add to every level. So yeah, it's really strange because when we originally set it up, we had to have a minimum distance of 1.2 meters to get it to line up perfectly. But to do the distance in with the script, it had to be 2.5, had to be a full block. So yeah, it's I'm not sure like how it works out the distance. Unless I don't know, like yeah, it's gotta be calculating the each step up and maybe like cancelling it out or something. I'm not sure. All right, so well, that sort of puts a spanner in the works, doesn't it? Okay, there we go. So that should be good enough. We could actually bring that sensor all the way out here. Start the elevator early because there's not going to be anything else in here. We're not going to come down here for anything else. So is that left? Yeah. Make sure it's not going into this room here. That looks pretty good. Stops just before the elevator. Yep, this looks good. Nice. So there is another issue that I have no idea how I'm gonna fix, and that's the fact that none of these holes, these doorways, have doors on them. Now, if we tried to do it like we did with the hangar bay elevators, and we attached the door to this elevator, it would end up being very, very long because it would need to cover up all the doors at once. And when we get to this point here, like we've got we'd have a door on it that's like probably 20 blocks up, and it'll just get in the way. So I'm not sure how I can sort that out. So basically, like, I want something to cover up that spot. So, like, for one, we can't see the elevator. And number two, I can't accidentally fall out. There we go. All right. There's a little bit of light in the elevator now. It's good. All right. So we need some sort of a door mechanism to cover up those doorways when the elevator isn't in front of them. I think what I'll do is I'll start welding up the bottom floor while I have a think about what we can do about the door. Actually, it might be nice to have the interior blocks actually lead into the elevator on each floor, which means my sensor that I've got underneath there is going to get destroyed. I think it'll be worth it though. Yeah, it would be nice to have it go right up to this point here. So, all right, so to stop the button panel from falling, what we can do is support it with a full cube at the back there. And then we should be able to just get rid of these and replace them with interior blocks. I'm assuming they got damage from the when we were setting up the height, because it rammed into the ground pretty hard. All right, that should be all good. Now we won't have to worry about replacing the ground floor sensor because that one is not in the same location. So that's the second floor done. Go down to the ground floor. Yeah, I'm liking it. It's looking good. I do want to finish off this section down here though. Get it all fully finished. Because otherwise it'll stay like this forever. So I'm going to take some time now and just finish it off. Okay guys, finally done. It only took me roughly an hour, but I've got all the lighting done and everything. This section here is pretty boring, but I honestly didn't know what to do with it because I needed to lift up the ceiling so it encompasses that that door frame that we've got there. So it's the best I could come up with. It'll do. Okay, so I have had a little bit of a think about how we're going to block off these doorways when the elevator isn't here. I think I'm going to have a separate mechanism for each of them. Let's get the elevator out of the way. There we go, that'll do. Okay, so I'm thinking we have a door that slides across in front of it. So the door's gonna have to be on a piston, like this. Because we need that little bit of a buffer between both grids. So we'll have to have a piston embedded in the wall here. Which is going to be pretty tricky. Because the wall's only one block thick. I can't do it in the floor either. I could do it one lower. If we go one lower, I could embed it right in there. And then we want to have a piston that might be easier to have it start from over there. So we have a piston that comes out here, and then there'll be another piston running that way. Need to make sure it's not going to get caught by this though. So yeah, when it comes to, yeah, this one can extend further. So we're not going to be able to do that for this one here. I don't know. The idea is if I can get a door to sit over the top of that, when we'll set up a sensor to detect subgrids, and when it detects the elevator coming, it opens up and lets the elevator past. Then when it leaves the sensor area, it can close up again. I think that would be a pretty cool way to do it if I can get find a way to get the pistons in place without them getting in the way of this mechanism. Actually, what is on the other side here? Could we put the pistons on the other side? Oh, we are right up against the blast door. That's right. Not going to be enough room that side. I don't know. I'm gonna continue to think about it in between episodes, and I might play around with a few ideas and see if I can find something that's going to work for us. So that is going to do it for the episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to lead your targets, and I'll see you next time.